It's live, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Living World of Darkness, New York. And this is a scene that takes place in the Changeling venue. This is a scene that typically takes place in Duchess Airlay's Freehold. She had received word from Commander Valerius that he asked for an audience or requested a meeting or something like that. She, of course, replied with an invitation to meet him at this hour. Or to meet her, I should say. Wow. And at this hour, and just come to her freehold for tea. Um, as he will enter her freehold, he'll be guided by a few valets who are actually barely dressed. They wear some kind of a cloth, but you could just see through it. And their skins are strangely almost bluish. And they're leading you through this freehold until you reach a part of the garden where I don't think you've been yet. Um, it's like you're walking through a huge patch of flowers, but it's not necessarily the flowers that are or the bed that's huge, but it's the flowers that are huge. So they're like one flower head is about as big as you are, and they guide you through this place, which is almost like a flower jungle, until they suddenly turn left. Um, Actually, walking through the uh, the flowers until they reach like a small opening where you will find Duchess Arley sitting, actually using the flowers as her seat. And there is a small, very low flower that actually has tea and biscuits and everything on it. And it's there that she will welcome you and will ask you to take a seat and if you would care for tea.
He would smile and say, "Yes, of course. Good to see you again, Duchess."
Likewise. Um, she just gestures to one of the valets to pour in some tea for the Baron.
Um,
So, you wanted to meet me?
yes. But first, I have a gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
As it's probably something that's not appropriate for you to open right now. It's one of the trophies I got from my last hunt, and I wanted you to have it.
Mm, well, I will accept it. And she gestures to the other valet to take the gift. She
Mhm.
says, I will open it later. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Um, I wanted to talk to you about my predicament the last we spoke, and
Yes.
I have restored my name.
And pray tell, how did you do this?
Well, he goes on to explain that he may have done something to make Dougal upset with him, and he um, he was challenged to a duel.
You did something to upset your guile and win the hearts of the commoners.
Partly true. I won the hearts of the commoners by first holding a party and offering some war trophies and just winning them back over.
Hmm.
That's how I did it with the commoners. But the guile, I offered, um, I did some regrettable things, but I was challenged to a duel, and my name was cleared of any wrongdoing or implications thereof.
Hmm. I see. Well, you did choose a rather interesting way of winning over the hearts of the commoners.
It was better to actually use things that I'm good at than trying to reinvent the wheel and trying something that I would either fail spectacularly at or succeed at.
Hmm. Yes, however, good as it may be that you won over their hearts and succeeded in your mission therein, this is not the way. Although they were our enemies and are still, Adhene have their rights as well. If we take them prisoner, they have to be treated in a manner of respect and with the honor that they deserve, because they also fought hard. And you will
Understand.
have to realize that.
I understand, and regrettable. I have paid for my lapse in judgment.
Hmm.
But with that aside, I've come with a request.
Well, name your request.
Um, since I haven't lost a single battle that we have fought against the Akin, and currently my name is clear of all negative charges, I am, yes, actually. Who was in? Okay, why did I think you were somebody else? Um, so I am requesting I would like to have a freehold of my own.
Hmm.
It's ill suited of a person of my rank to go and just kind of not have a place to call my own.
Well, that's definitely true. And that's it, just a small place.
Um, I heard that a discussion happened at the Parliament of Dreams concerning that you wanted to gift me a freehold, but since I was spending far too much time in the dreaming and not enough time in the mortal realm, I have thus then acquired a job and spending more time with the mortal realm. Also, it would be a wonderful chance to probably, in a very political way, stick something in the craw of the dear Duke. He seems most irritated when he hears of you.
Jugal is always irritated.
So I've noticed.
And he's someone to keep an eye on. After all, his house. Hmm. They might be up to something. I need to find out what it is. I think I can use your help with that. There's more to him than he appears to be, if you get what I mean.
Absolutely.
So, a little place of your own.
A little place of my own.
Hmm, works. However, there's one thing. Having a place of your own means you have to be responsible for that place, for the people who inhabit it. Your valets, your knights,
And
anyone who is entering your freehold. You have to be responsible for them. You have not shown a lot of responsibility in your past. Hmm.
can I make a roll to try to convince her otherwise?
you can try.
Cool beans. Um, Set the difficulty for me.
Mm, let's see. What would you roll? How would you go about it?
It's more of him trying to convince you of something.
Yeah, but is it like you're gonna make a speech to show that you are definitely responsible, or are you just gonna use your appearance and make her more open for your pleadings? So how are you gonna go about it? What are you trying to do?
Mm, I was going to try and use probably. Would it be considered a manipulation?
Well, you could try a manipulator.
Or if I was using appearance bomb, what would it be? Appearance plus what?
That would probably be appearance plus empathy because you're trying to make her more. Um, you're basically trying to sweet talk her with your eyes. You're trying to flirt with her a little bit. You're using the appearance.
Appearance.
I don't think it's subterfuge, Brown, because
Uh,
he's not necessarily trying to lie or
Not
deceive.
lying. Would it be persuasion?
Expression. If you have that in changelings, do you have expression?
We have expression, but would persuasion be a better choice?
That might work as well.
Are you okay with that?
uh, you can always try.
All right. So persuasion appearance.
Go ahead.
Um, Persuasion appearance. It would be a enchanting voice applies, so it would be a difficult. Is it standard
Apparent enchanting voice won't because you're using your.
Appearance.
appearance? Fair enough. So it's all right. Fair enough. I'll spend a willpower on this. Make my case. Uh, hmm. That's 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like.
Yeah. And I will counter roll. What will I counter roll this with?
You can use your willpower if you want to.
I can. And I think with that, Iron Will would apply as well.
Would.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not quite sure what Iron Will does because I never ever used it, but it gives you 2 bonus dice or something?
I believe it's like bonus 3 dice. I believe.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a sucky roll.
Quick check.
Never mind. It's a botch actually.
No. Ours would have been a failure, but it's not a botch. You. Oh, no. You cannot be dominated right? Mages or mental attacks against you are at a +3 difficulty. So pretty much if you are aware that someone is trying to convince you, you pretty much get a +3. They get a +3 difficulty. And even if you're not aware, it's a +1 difficulty, which kind of means that your roll was not as good. So.
Well, he still used the 1 willpower, so he has at least 1 success, and So basically, well, describe what you're doing. You are using your appearance, so.
He's basically kind of looking into your eyes, making eye contact, not touching you, of course, because that's inappropriate, but just basically trying to win you over. Like, come on, like, really?
And she smiles. She actually does return your gaze. She doesn't look away. And there is a smile on her face, and she says, "Well, I didn't ever say that I wasn't going to give you anything. I'm just saying that you need to take care of what you're given."
I will. Just give me a chance to prove myself.
Well, it is true that you are a very courageous man. You're just taking a lot of risks, and if you're trying to settle down, you must make sure that those risks, however great they are, however well they work out and give you victory, that there's also a downside to them, and it's that it's going to cost you. But you can have your little place at first. And also, I'm giving you something. I'll give you a charge. You'll have one of my men. Take care of him. Don't let him be harmed. If you manage to do that for a month, then I will grant you a little bit more space.
Understood. Thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm. You are most welcome. And she snaps her fingers twice, and someone appears, and I'm gonna let the STs think about what this person is, but she is talking to him like very silently, pointing into the Baron's direction, and the man walks up to you, bows, doesn't say a word.
Mm,
Well, go on.
thank you for your kind words.
And
Hmm. And the two valets
and
will.
the man,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
the man standing before Valerius will be a young bluish troll, maybe 20 years, but a man as you can look if you when you look at his eyes, a man who prove it itself or himself.
And with that, the other two valets will show you the way out.
Valerius would bow and make his way out.
And then I think we can end the scene there.
Flap, 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 flap. Butterfly flies away.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening to this More Tales of Valerius. Good evening, good morning, good night.